That all modern religion is based on the Egyptian religion of worshipping the sun. Someone, bless, Jerry doesn't follow me. So I did see a TikTok video the other day where someone had said that, and I felt like doing a video to say how wrong they are, but because I was busy, I didn't have the chance to do that. So, no, not all modern religion is not based on the Egyptian religion of worshipping the sun, I'm afraid. So first of all, you've got the Christian religion, which is basically worshipping many gods to start with. You must know that. And they were the Sumerian gods. And the Sumerian gods were also the Egyptian gods as well. But then obviously further down the line from way back from the multiple gods, you then have Marduk, who was the god in the Bible, because he got rid of polytheism and changed it to monotheism. Which, Gary, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but no, the religions didn't worship. Now, Marduk, I'll give you one little hint here. Marduk was the sun god. So when you say, and Marduk was also Ra. So when you say that all religions are based off of worshipping the Egyptian sun, technically they're actually worshipping Marduk, the sun god. And Marduk was also known in Babylon and Sumerian times, as well as Jesus times, as well as Egypt times, as well as wait for it, drum roll, Greek and Roman times. So you can't say that the religions, because there were religions. Thank you, Snuggles. Yeah, anyway, I won't bore you with the details, but yeah, feel free to follow and learn and unlearn what you've learnt from everyone else, because trust me, they will confuse the hell out of you. Just ask them for evidence. I mean, proper evidence, not just, oh look, here's a sun disk, with wings, and therefore that's what people worship. Don't go by that, because I can show you an older one that's from the Sumerian, which is also called the sun disk. So. And that was Sumerian, not Egypt. Anyway, Persons989 has wrote, so if I take the mark of the beast, IMA, be smacked by a rock instead. So the story is called Mark of the Beast. The actual event was to do with a dragon, if you read the Mark of the Beast. Believe it or not, the amount of people that think they know the story of the Mark of the Beast, because they read it from the part where it literally just waffles on about 666. They don't go back. They don't bother reading, because they have no idea. They can't comprehend. And I don't mean to sound rude, but because they haven't done the research, all they read is leopard and dragon, and they just skip past that, because if you don't know it, you skip past to the good bit where it's like, yeah, Mark of the Beast, and if you don't follow me, you're going to die. But luckily, you're in the right hands. Someone actually does know what they're talking about, and it turns out that it was a comet due here. I have done a video. If anyone's interested, go to my website, outtruehistory.co.uk, where I show evidence. It was a comet, and one of the Anunnakis knew there was a comet coming to hit. It doesn't say which land, but coming to hit a land where people were, and they were more than likely worshipping another god, because obviously the Anunnaki were called gods, that's their race name. So the god from somewhere else said to these people, basically he said, words to the effect, you can go read it, come with me if you want to live. And if you do, you have to have a mark. Now, the mark is just a symbol on the hand or on the forehead. They had banners, like a cloth banner that they would tie around the top of their head, which I'm sure you know, because you've probably done as much research as me. And those that didn't follow said God would die a horrible death, as it says. So, yeah, feel free to watch the video with evidence, as I always do. Green Queen is right. Hey, I'd believe anything but the Bible. Well, technically the Bible is a copy of the older texts. So there are some stories in there where it's almost right. So, for example, the flood story is almost right. Except, for example, the part where it says the Lord tells... the Lord's gonna... I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember off the top of my head. where God tells Noah, which was the Azudra, to build the ark. That's correct, but the Bible obviously gets it mixed up and puts Enlil and Enki as one god. So you got Jehovah and you got El, not Yahweh. Yahweh was Marduk. So, and I show all of these in my amazing documentaries with evidence. So the Bible tries and is very close, but just doesn't quite get it. And luckily, we've got these older tablets that we know about and we can read. In fact, that particular tablet's in the British Museum, where Enki, British Museum, Enki, not God, not Lord, not anything else, Enki, which was one of the Anunnaki brothers. KG is for Emerald tablets. I do like full questions because obviously I don't know how much you know about the Emerald tablets. So you could just be going Emerald tablets, and I could waffle on for an hour or more about the Emerald tablets, and you'll be going, I know all of that. So you see, I don't know how much you know. So the only thing I can do is just skip. Sorry if I'm sounding out of breath. I just literally finished my dinner, and maybe I should have let it settle. The Emerald tablets, all I can say is there's at least 4 that we're aware of translations of the Emerald tablets in different languages. Most of them are almost the same. There's a couple slight differences, which is fine, because obviously if you're translating it from different languages, or from your another language to your own language, you have to really know the other language very well to get it spot on. And of course, when you've got different languages, like there's a Latin version, so whoever's wrote it in Latin would have had to have known whatever the original language was of the tablets, and because supposedly the original tablets come from Egypt, the chances are they were not hieroglyphs, more than likely probably Sumerian, in my opinion, based off of my research. RT Wise wrote, is the Earth flat or round? It's round. I've done 2 books, one on it being round and one being on it flat, so I'm up there with the best of the best in terms of research into flat and globe Earth. And unfortunately, I can ask one question of flat earthers and they never answer it because they can't. And it's not to do with math or anything like that. It's just a simple logical question which proves that they have no idea whether it's flat or not. And I even tried to debunk myself, because when I was writing these books, because I can't just write as from a biased opinion that I believe that the Earth is round. But yeah, so I can't even debunk myself, and I really tried. So I know you could say, well, that's biased, but it's not, because no one else can answer it. Turno's wrote, isn't the Mark of the Beast Nero? No, it's not. No, I even looked into that. No, it's not. IMA has wrote, you only have part of it. So please, you could be the world's first person to actually tell me where I've got something possibly wrong. Please. And have you watched the video? Because obviously if you're just going to go by my brief comments, I'm guessing it's to do with the Mark of the Beast. If you go by my brief comments here, obviously I haven't gone into detail because I've got a 30-minute documentary on the Mark of the Beast, so I don't want to spend 30 minutes going through it. So please, I know you follow me, so you can't say that without bringing up where I'm actually wrong. Don't just say you only have part of it, because I could then turn around and say, well, you are completely wrong. If you can say something, I can say something. So you have to now put up, and don't hate me for this, you follow me. You know what I'm like. So now you have to put up where I'm wrong. Because if I've only got part of it, I'm missing something. So you have to put that up with evidence. Don't just put something up without evidence, because then you might as well go join Billy Carson's channel. So yeah, please just now everybody, IMA is going to write down where I've missed something, which will be very impressive actually, especially if I've done a deep dive on something.